Hey guys, it's Crypto Quantamental, and I want to give you a quick Bitcoin update, some interesting news, some movers and shakers in the altcoin market, and an update on the buy, sell, hold within the quant model. So how y'all doing? So first and foremost, it was a very interesting, volatile day in the markets, which is a nice deviation from the very flat, boring days that we've had prior to yesterday. So overnight here for me, I'm in the Eastern time zone. The alt market continued to tank fairly hard. But the key here was Bitcoin remained stable. So if you saw some of my tweets in the morning, I was very bullish. Why? Because the altcoin market had a very bad day yesterday, and Bitcoin did absolutely nothing. It was chilling around 6,250, maybe 6,300, give or take. It didn't react whatsoever to the bloodbath in the altcoin market. So that was a clear sign to me that this bottom continues to be pretty rock hard, pretty solid. So it was not surprising to me whatsoever to see the altcoin market begin to bounce back, because it reacted very firmly to the fact that Bitcoin is really probably not going to go under 6,000 or 5,750, wherever you want to deem the legitimate bottom to be. So altcoins bounce back. Bitcoin kind of recovered a little bit and is sitting around 6,400 right now, which is a good sign. But still, I am a believer that we are still firmly in a ranging market, so I wouldn't get too bullish. But right now, if the fears of a Bitcoin crash subsides a little bit, I think altcoins will have a nice little run in them to kind of make up a little bit of loss over the last few days. So why might we see a decent run over the next few weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? It's because of ICE's Bakkt. It is a tremendous platform that's going to be coming online. I'm very excited. All the news coming out is very, very positive. ICO Journal came out today, basically saying all the hedge funds, institutions are very excited and are going to be doing tremendous amounts of volume on it. That is really big news that the market is completely underestimating. And I would not be shocked if we're sitting here 6 months from now or a year from now saying, damn, that was such an easy trade that we just didn't enter, which is long Bitcoin, by the way. So just be careful, and maybe we shouldn't try to overthink things by trying to time the exact bottom. Also, in terms of what happened today, there's a funny ETF meme bouncing around saying ETF was approved. It was obviously false. Kind of funny, though. Do not believe what you see on Twitter. My stance remains. I think the ETF will be ultimately approved, especially if Bakkt comes online and sees tremendous amount of volume and things are going good. I think the SEC will certainly come around, but do not be shocked to see it delayed September 30th or whenever they actually announce the decision. And then also big news today, I made a video about stop losses, so check it out. You might learn a thing or two, and you might be able to tell me what I don't know, and I would certainly appreciate that because I love to learn, so feel free to do that, but certainly watch the video. In terms of what happened with the market today, besides kind of the broader picture, what I noticed was Nano actually had a really good day today, bounced back pretty strong. If you recall what happened kind of the previous alt weekend or alt few days season, whatever you want to call it, Nano was actually a pretty strong catalyst starting that. So to see it bounce back is actually very interesting. It's something to take note of. And a coin that did not do too well, that's kind of been the flavor of the week, was hot. It was kind of kept where it was, didn't really gain too much. So just keep that in mind as well. So maybe some of the luster there is fading. Also, in terms of what was interesting, Ethereum, it's getting very much bashed on social media. Generally, that could be a sign of bottom. Contrary investing seems to work pretty well in crypto. So again, I would not be surprised if the short trading here is a bit long in the tooth. So be very careful trying to jump on and FOMOing into a short. Those that did earlier today or last night got burned a little bit as Ethereum bounced back. So what about the quantitative model that I run? Yesterday was basically a flat day, but it's still up 10, 11% month to date against the worst coins, which is still very tremendous. I'm very excited. Again, none of this is financial advice. You can check out the model. The spreadsheet link is on my Twitter profile, as well as the description in the YouTube video. Right now, I currently own about 10 coins in kind of the green area. So I'm pretty excited. They've been doing pretty well. So we will see, what's going to happen. I have in my love-hate section here a few coins that are in the green that I actually own all three. So call it shilling, call it whatever. But these are 3 coins that I like that are near the top of my quantitative model. And then 3 coins that the model dislikes. And we can chat about it for a second. In terms of love, Pundi has kind of jumped up a bit. It's a coin I've owned on and off. And why does the model like it right now? It actually didn't do tremendous yesterday. So there's an element of reversal as momentum's about flat. It's been really beaten down. So it has a chance to bounce back pretty hard. There's a lot of volume. It's decent market cap. So it's a coin that can do pretty well. Fundamentally, I actually like it. There's a decent amount of use case here, a decent amount of publicity as well. So it's kind of a synergies of sorts of things coming together. GX Chain is the name I've owned for at least a few days now. It didn't do too well, but there's a reversal effect. It's been beaten down, and it's actually a fairly lower volatility name. It was one reason why the model continues to like it, at least over the past few days, and it's less liquid. So if the market bounces back, I would have to say this is a name that should do pretty well due to its lower volatility and lower liquidity. Bitcoin as well. I've owned this actually almost for a couple of weeks now, feels like. And if you look at the numbers here, it doesn't really have anything great, doesn't have anything really bad. So that's a very unique situation. I always like to show when things like this happen. And that's the benefit of multi-factor model. It's able to take into account the different correlations, if you watch my video today, of different factors, different things, and actually come to a conclusion based upon how things work together. So based upon the fact that Bitcoin doesn't really have bad momentum, slightly positive actually. That's a slight positive reversal. It's not really risky, and it has okay, liquidity. Put it all together, it's a fairly favorable name. What about on the hate side? 3 coins that look actually kind of similar. I'll actually start with Skycoin here. It's actually a name I've owned for a while. It did pretty well. Basically, for the past, call it 36 hours, I actually just sold it. So I guess this is anti-shill, but this is kind of how the model works. It likes it, and it pumps, and then it says to get the heck out. So one thing with Skycoin, expects a reversal for it to lag. Its momentum is basically flat. But remember, momentum in this model does not include the reversal effect. So call it the last 2-3 weeks, excluding the last few days. Its valuation is still slightly positive, but it's a little bit higher risk. But here, the reversal is dominating. And you can see that with Dragon Chain, Skycoin, and Genesis Vision all did fairly well, and the model expects it to underperform. Now, remember this multi-factor model, it's all about playing averages, playing odds, playing the numbers. So would I expect Dragon Chain, Skycoin, and Genesis Vision all to see a massive reversal into the negative tomorrow? Yeah, probably not, but wouldn't shock me at all to see 2 out of the 3 as an example. And also a Dragon Chain here, its valuation is actually not that bad, which is kind of surprising given all the bad publicity it's gotten. But a lot of the beaten down aspect of it kind of faded away, or was actually earlier in the year. Its momentum is pretty solid here actually as well, but still the reversal dominates, and it's the same with Genesis Vision. I actually owned it previously, don't own it anymore. It's one of those probably have some regrets because I probably sold it too close to the bottom. well, at least from a relative standpoint, probably Coins that's a little worse. Either way, it has a pretty bad reversal potentially creeping up. Its valuation is not attractive at all, and it's a very risky coin. It actually has a fair amount of liquidity. It's probably a coin that might stick around the bottom for some time. So, guys, that actually wraps up this quick update. I appreciate you joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to direct message me as always. And I'm on Twitter, and also just love it, retweet, favorite, whatever you guys do, or just follow along with the model. I will be back tomorrow, probably make a video, and I'll be certainly tweeting and shit posting. So you guys take care. I'll talk to you later.